We're in an Uber on the way to SEMA. It's behind the camera. If you've ever wondered what it's like to go to this event, we're about to show you. So one of the very first things you're gonna notice anytime you're close to the convention center is everybody's wearing their badges. Not me and not Jared. So we have to go to the media center and pick those up. So if you're familiar with SEMA enough, or you get here, you're gonna realize that it is a private event. This is not a public event. Out in here, the main parking lot where people should be parking, there's Ford Mustangs drifting, Roush is going nuts, all those sort of things are going on here. So you can see the outdoor events at SEMA without a badge, but we have to go inside and get approved. This is a industry event, but it's like everybody's part of the industry when it's automotive repair and aftermarket. So it's kind of deceiving in that situation.
A lot more.
So as Jarrett can already tell, this place is nuts, and there is some organization to the chaos, but a little bit. The easiest way to know that you're at SEMA is that everybody has a unique form of facial hair. Apparently that's what's necessary to be a mechanic or a car show mechanic on TV. I don't know, I'm clearly missing the memo there, but we gotta go up to the media center. So we just made it. We had registered properly our industry passes, and here we are. So I'm a host, on-air personality apparently, and I'm also a speaker. What do all these advanced things mean? Really not much. Honestly, the media pass gives you the access to the media room, which is just a place to sit. The speaker just means I'm literally gonna be speaking in a quiet, cold room in one of the many halls, meaning not much. So if you get a basic pass, it gets you everything that everybody else can get. So pretty straightforward. Now at this point, we've done with this hallway. This is the Sky Bridge. Now we're gonna go check out some of the exhibits. That's cool. So to prove that it's an authentic badge, there's a infrared or ultraviolet hidden message and printed on the paper. So if you're trying to cheat and get in, just printing this off isn't gonna work. You can tell how much money a certain wheel company spends on models because they'll either be like insanely gorgeous, like actual models, and those will be like the high-end brands, and then you'll see these other girls that have gunshot wounds and whatnot. This is interesting. That's a clearly unfinished car at SEMA. Holy shit, that's horrible. What the hell? You can't bring an unfinished car. Last year I brought a car that was way more finished than this, and this looks amazing. I am not knocking it, but I was sick of people saying you're bringing an unfinished car. This is clearly a proof of concept, and it looks amazing. So props to whoever this is, but for you guys that are talking shit about bringing an unfinished car to SEMA, you're missing the complete point.
Did a Hellcat, which is similar in body style.
Yeah.
It was about a 200-pound savings on the Hellcat. So we're thinking we're going to be somewhere north of 4,100, but we don't have an official weight.
All right, so it's weird that a year later my car is still not ready, but it was sitting here and it was nuts. So it's nice for me not to have a car here this year because I get to enjoy the event and see what everybody else has to offer in terms of products and services. Very exciting to be here at SEMA a year later after the insane unveiling. My car was here. Emotionally, it was here exactly 365 days ago. We moved it in what would have been last night at 11 o'clock at night before they put the carpet down. So it's neat for me this time to not have a car here. Yes, it sucks that it's not ready in time, but hey, you know what? I get to enjoy the whole event. So I get to see all the other vendors, all the other services and products offered, including Garrett's done a little bit of work on making their whole booth pretty snazzy.
How's your car though?
Good. I had some things fall through financially early on, but we're just about finished assembling the engine and going for the engine now. So we're gonna go for the high. So we're gonna get it in pieces. Yeah. Going for the highest rotary engine dyno ever, and over 2,030 at the wheel, or at the crank, excuse me. Okay. So thankfully that's actually kind of an easy target. Yeah. So in pieces, moving forward, and in the meantime, I'm working on my 3-rotor. Yep. But going for 1,000 horsepower with that one. Okay. But you don't want to know what I'm about to find out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, so we came from this side, and look at this. I was like, okay, we just saw Erica's cars. We just found an FC for Jarrett. But
What I was gonna say, have you stacked it?
why? Why? Although, to be fair, it's turbocharged, so at least it has some sort of extra cool sound to it. But this is another LS swapped RX-7. This is a cool coincidence. This guy, FeedFD on Instagram, unveiled his car 2 years ago outside at SEMA, which is where we're at, but it was in the front where anybody could access it. His is a naturally aspirated 4-rotor engine. What's funny is that the year later I unveiled mine, and then this year, here he is inside. He made it indoors, and he's unveiling his car here. So it's maybe a second unveil, but this is pretty cool. Good dude, awesome car. So one of the hardest parts about any sort of convention center is making sure you find out where the food is. This is one of my personal favorite locations. It's a nice little pulled pork, beef brisket type of little joint. It's all the way back by Garrett's booth behind where GM is at. So if you're looking for quality food, I mean, there's Quiznos here as well, but you'll find it all the way back in the convention center. One of the exciting things about being in the industry is you get to see the behind the scenes of deals happening and friendships being made. In this case, you're in the Ford booth with a Roush Mustang and Vossen wheels, and I was at the dinner where that got all put together, and all those guys involved are really cool people, so it's neat to see not just product but the people behind it. Yeah, so I'm being professional this time, and I actually have a videographer here.
That's smart. Good job.
Normally that's not what I do.
That's very grown up of you.
Yeah, I'm maturing.
He's learning.
This year. Yeah. We're out here at the XPEL booth with one of my great friends, and he's the reason I got into XPEL, and it was a booth just like this. He was sitting over there with like a wire brush, just by himself, just scratching the shit out of a hood, and I was like, okay, I need to see what this guy's up to. The rest is car history.
And we're doing on-site demos where you can actually get hands-on and install this new film yourself. So it's clear, it's easier to install.
Oh, nice.
So we have the customer in mind and the installer in mind. Same non-yellowing, still self-healing as always.
Excellent.
So it's still a great product.
Yeah, it is. As you know, I use it quite a bit, so this isn't a sales pitch. I literally do this for myself and for other people. So this is the real deal. I met a guy who the whole conversation talked about the 4-rotor, thought I was saying 4Runner. And so he's like, yeah, so you're gonna have a 2,000 horsepower 4Runner? I'm like,
that'd be even better.
I'm like, yeah. I just let it go.
That'd be even better.
Yeah, so
yes.
I'll stick with it.
Man, that sounds really nice.
But yeah, let's talk about what you guys do, because I thought I knew what you did, and you've got way more involvement in a lot of things.
We do. See, a lot of people think we're just like an importer.
Yeah.
We're really not. So this is these are our new Stage Series light bars. So keeping up with the enthusiast side of things, our lead mechanical engineer is actually a big-time rally car driver in the Rally America series. So he actually designed our Stage Series light bars specifically for his use in rally. We have what's called a TIR optic right here. This actually fits the entire LED inside the optic like that. All of your light is getting focused down the road with a really nice tight pattern. We have our kind of more niche stuff here, multicolor products. Change the color with our Bluetooth. You can have white, which you need to be road legal. So kind of the fun stuff there. A lot of testing has gone into that. Our team has done a really great job. We got about 50 hardworking Americans in St. Louis, Missouri, and it's all comes together to give you this exceptional quality. And if you're at the SEMA show, come visit us in the North Hall. We're in booth 11961.
You definitely want to make sure that you plan your liquid drinking appropriately.
Last but not least is Rob Dahm.
Well, I think, quite frankly, I can speak for most of the guys that were up here saying that, it definitely wasn't started as a business. It wasn't started as a way to make money. It was started as an outlet.
Stressful as hell. Get to where we need to go.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the nature of SEMA. Like, we've got 3 things triple booked. Everything's going nuts. There's a massive crowd, but the best part is that I run into a lot of people who recognize me, and I always give all the time in the world I can. The doors might close at 5, but the parties and adventures continue on late, almost too late into the night. So right now, unless you have an exhibitor pass, which I don't, you're not allowed back in after 5. Remember that. If you're a new person and you forget something in there, good luck. But if you're an exhibitor, somebody at a booth, you've got about until 6 before the doors close for good, until the next day. Now, this is a basic overview of what it's like for a first-timer to experience SEMA, and hopefully some of these things, including finding the media center booth up there and getting your way around this whole place, hopefully some of these tips and tricks were helpful.